Hey, what's going on, guys? It's AJB Fishing. Sorry I haven't been around lately. I had a lot of things going on. Running around all kinds for pre-op surgery for my right ECU tendon. I have to get ECU reconstruction surgery, so they take the ECU tendon out and put them up and over. So I haven't really been able to go out and do some fishing much, but I did get a little bit in there, okay, before I go. And wanted to talk to you about how right now we're in Jersey. So the transition period is coming, the cold fronts are coming in left and right. So you got to really learn how to slow down your presentation and take care of your tackle a little bit better. What I'm doing with that, believe it or not, I'm using obviously, jigs, I'm using soft plastics and whatnot, I'm using jerk bait, but a little secret that I learned, if you slow something down and not make it so, pronounced, you can get the bites the way you want them. And I'm going to talk to you today about the Z Craw, okay? Now this color right here is called Blacklight, okay? It's an excellent color, love this color. And another color I have here is called Huckleberry, okay? Now these are great colors, and I can match them up with things and just rig them regularly on a hook with some weights and whatnot. But I'm gonna show you how to use them as jig trailers and stuff like that, and a couple colors that I made of my own. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to rig them, how to rig everything up, what kind of equipment to use, and get you out there with that transition period for cold weather right now. Like I said, the bite's a little bit slower presentations, and you might get hit or bit, whatever you want to do. But we'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I wanted to get a little bit more in depth about the bait, which is called the Z Craw. We'll just give you a nice package right now. It's the Zoom, okay? The Zoom Z Craw. This is in black light, okay? This has, when it comes down the water column, if you have a good weight on it, if these are the legs, they go as fast as possible going down like this. But if you slow that bait down, it kind of goes like this, and with just a little bit of a thing, like a Z form, like that. And when it does that, it actually makes the transitional period on the water look like it's happening more. It makes it look like your cold fronts are coming. Things aren't going to move as fast as they usually move when a cold front comes in or the transition is coming over. So what I like to do is I like to slow it down a little. What I want to show you first, though, is obviously the two colors that I really enjoy is called, this one's called Huckleberry, all right? It's an excellent color. I like it, okay? That's a great color. And I used the Blacklight, okay? Blacklight's a real good color also. It's got that purple in it, blackish purple with purple flake. That's a great color. Now, a couple other colors that I wanted to get into, because when I see those kinds of baits, I want to try to get into your green pumpkins, and they don't have a great assortment of green pumpkins. So I had to make some green pumpkins of my own. And some of the colors around here that are amazing that I like is green pumpkin blue. So here's a green pumpkin, right? With some blue flake in it that I made, and that is, you get pretty close to it, you can see those blue flakes in there. That's a deadly green pumpkin blue right there. Okay, so I made a green pumpkin blue, and I made a green pumpkin. It's kind of like the old camos, like roadkill and stuff like that. It's a green pumpkin with orange and blue. Now that is absolutely killer right there. I gotta trim that still a little bit more, but look at that color with that match. And you're probably saying, oh, what are you gonna match that with? Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna match it with. When I throw that, okay, I'm gonna match it, believe it or not, with an Ike's mini flip. Look at that color combination. Wow. Ooh, what just happened there, huh, guys? Ike's mini flip looks pretty good on there with that, huh? With the little orange and blue going on, maybe like a sunfish or something, So that's why I like to make my own colors and make these lures, a little bit more presentable for the types of, craws that we have around here. That's a killer color, okay? And if I wanted to get into it also with that kind of color, with the orange and blue, here's a little Kitech, a green pumpkin Kitech jig with a Speed Craw orange tails on it. You got some orange tails on there with that Speed Craw presentation, and I'm just flipping a regular tungsten Kitech and just adding basically a Speed Craw with green pumpkin, orange, and blue flake. Okay, another color that I made that's working out really nice. Now, if you want your killer smallmouth color, you came to the right person, because I made probably the most killer smallmouth color you can find with the smallmouth, like a type of purple sometimes. It depends on really where you are in the country. And in the Northeast, they hammer a type of purple, okay? But it's more of a smoke purple So it's kind of like smoke purple, and you add a little silver and blue. Now that right there is killer. When I was making this color, I was like, that's going to be deadly. Deadly, throwing that on a football head. Just letting it go down to the bottom, seeing that football head and watching this baby stand up. Now, the good thing about making your own soft plastics like this is you can actually make these float. So when you're just adding a bullet weight to the top of the head, you can still make this bait float because you're not adding any salt to it, or you're not adding any, you know, other ingredients to make this a little bit heavier to stay on the bottom. So I could still get the same action out of it, right, without the salt in it, but the weight's doing all the work, but these craws will come up because there's no salt in the bait. Now, obviously I add salt in the bait, but if I want to make them so they are floating claws, I just use straight up Plastisol, and then you just add your colorant, and that's it. This baby will come up and it'll be perfect, okay? Now when I rig these, it's important that you rig them with the proper gear, okay? So one of my biggest things that I need to use right away automatically, okay, Gamakatsu's. Gotta have your Gamakatsu offset shank EWG 3.0, okay? That's a huge, huge bonus for me. For some reason, they fit these a lot better. If you're gonna go to the bigger craws, the bigger speed craws, the 4.3s, I think they're 4.3 or 4. Yeah, these are 3.5s, I think these are 4.3s. If you're gonna go, this is another green pumpkin, like it's a little green pumpkin with gold and blue that I made. These are the bigger ones. You go with the 4.0, but the 3.0s work for all your standard side junior Z craws. Okay, so I always stay with the Gamakatsu hooks. Now, I always use bullet weights, okay, tungsten bullet weights, and I always make sure they're black. I can get them in green pumpkin and whatever else. I don't mind doing that, or I can paint them myself, and I make sure I do tungstens. Okay, these tungsten bullet weights are probably, and I've used about 20 different companies for tungsten. Okay, over the years, I've noticed that for some reason, when you can get these on eBay or even go to their site, Kajun Boss makes an excellent tungsten. Okay, it's got no, you know, it's got no insert. It's got just straight up, you know, just a straight up hollow piece going through. It's all machined. The paint is like machined and stuff, so you got no nicks, no frays, no scratching. I mean, I used this one piece on one of my rods. I must have made 1,000 casts all over rocks and dragging it over rocks, and I didn't get one piece of paint chip coming off of the Kajun Boss ones. Okay, like I said, these are the 3/8. And then when I want to go to a smaller size, which right now, because of the transition in cold fronts, you want to go to a 1/8 ounce, okay? 1/8 ounce or a 1/4 ounce. But this small type of tungsten weight becomes huge when you're, you know, working these baits. So when I use a setup, here's one of my setups right here, okay? I will use, you know, my rod that I prefer to use for any of these, okay, is always been a G-Loomis MBR 84-3C, 7-foot fast action, medium heavy. This rod right here can basically do 95.8% to 96% of your fishing, whatever style you want to do. So that's why I have this rod. I've bought a whole bunch of them. And if you can find them and get them on good sale prices, because I know they're expensive, but it's an amazing, amazing rod. And I always pair it up with a 6.3-to-1 or 6.2-to-1. Mine, this is the old style TDZs, okay? I got the cork little handles and stuff like that. This is the 105 HL from Team Daiwa. But you want to get yourself a reel that you're comfortable with. Any reel is fine, as long as you could just, you know, get a good crank set on, have a nice drag. So once you got that drag going and you're feeling that bait down there, it's a world of difference if you have the right reel that's balanced to your rod. Now, obviously, you see the setup, okay? The setup is the 3.0 hook, right, pushed in. Obviously, whoop, here we go. Let's bring that back here. Oh, God, I hit the rod on the fan. You got your Kajun Boss weight. You got your peg. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what kind of peg is he using? And I do have the pegs here somewhere. I know I took them out because the pegs are very, very important to have. But I can't find the peg right now. But anyway, I use purposely 6th Sense, the X pegs from 6th Sense. They are a phenomenal peg. They're some of the best around for pegs. I mean, they go on so easy. You get no problems out of them. Where's that package? I could have swore I had that package somewhere. Oh, here we go. So if you're looking for it, here you go. 6th Sense Peg X stoppers, okay? These little guys go right in. Here, let me put this rod down so you can see, okay? These go right in through your line, just like any other pegs. Okay, you take them out. You put, obviously, your line through any one of these little holes, okay? So as you put your line through, you know, moisten it a little bit, and then just pull the peg up and over your line. It goes right on. Nice and easy, nice and smooth, okay? Give it a try. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And like I said, use the 6 cents pegs, 3/0 Gamakatsus, okay? Let me get one more rod over here real quick that I can get you. Same thing, G-Loomis MBR 84.3C, medium heavy, 7 foot. I got I think I got 6 of these now, or 7 of these, one of these. But here's the black light combo, and then you have the peg, and you got the 3/8 ounce Kajun Boss on there. And like I said, when you use that smaller weight on these, okay, that smaller weight kind of goes like this when it goes down. It goes like this, and like a little bit of flurry. It doesn't go straight down. No, none of that. It kind of like glides like this on an 1/8 ounce or a 1/4 ounce. Okay, you get a lot of action out of it still, but you want it to be a slower presentation than you normally would, you know. So hopefully this helped you out today. I just wanted to give you a quick, quick little look at what you can do with some of these baits, and if you can make them into different colors that you like. But I really hope you guys give it a try, enjoy it, try to get in there as much fall fishing as you can before the season's over, and enjoy yourselves. Be careful on the water. I'll try to join you soon. This is the wrist right here. This whole entire area right here is what's getting replaced. They're reconstructing the ECU tendon and taking that out of the sheath or whatever that's in there, and then putting it up over here. So that's not going to be fun, and obviously I'm not going to be fishing for a while or anything else like that, or doing like cool, little magic tricks or the old, thumb technique where you think you got, the long thumb. My kids love that. So you guys be safe on the water. Glad you came by to take a look at this. All right. Good luck. Be safe.